So in today's video, I'm going to show you how, even though you might be swinging a little bit slower than you used to, we can still make sure that you hit the ball longer than ever. But as an added bonus in this video, to celebrate me reaching 100,000 subs on YouTube, I'm going to give away one of these 4 drivers. Now keep watching, because later in the video I'm going to explain how you enter to maybe take one of these bad boys home for yourself. Right, so I'd love to say that I'm deliberately swinging slower, but definitely getting older, maybe not doing quite as much work on the physical stuff as I should do. I've seen quite a drop off in my club head speed in the last 12 months. Now it's something I'm planning on addressing, but until then, I need, and if you're watching, you need to understand how you're going to get maximum distance out of what you can put in. So I'm going to hit what would kind of feel like a stock one at the moment for me. So I'd take my setup as normal, make my swing, and it felt a pretty solid strike, right out the middle, 103 mile an hour club head speed, angle of attack just hitting up a little bit at 0.2 degrees, spin rate at 2,300, carry at just under 240, and total at 270. So I know what you're thinking, stop moaning, that's fine. It's not when I was swinging at 115 last year and actually got to 296 carry. So what we need to do is we need to understand that if I can generate more efficient launch conditions, even swinging at that speed, to get the club traveling up a little bit more through impact, launching a bit higher and keeping the spin rate good, I can get more carry and then still that little bit extra in rollout. So what we've got to make sure is at address, we've got to make sure that ball position's a little further forward than we might do normally. What you've got to be very careful not to do when you do that though, is then push those hips forward to create the spine tilt and get all the pressure in that lead foot, because all that's going to do is move that low point ahead. So we're going to set up initially, ball slightly further forward, and actually feel that my pressure is 50-50, and then tilt slightly away from target. So the first step from there should be that I just hit up more to begin with. Now that one, not quite as good a strike. Pretty similar club head speed, but my low point 5.5 inches behind. 3.6 degrees the club's travelled up, spin's come down, carry's gone up to 251, and total at 276. So we can see there, no change in club head speed, but a little bit more distance, even without flushing that one. So what we've got to make sure is when that ball moves forward as well, a lot of you trying this might suddenly find that as you move the ball forward, you start slicing the golf ball. And that's because as the club is traveling up more, the club actually starts working more out to in or more left through impact. So potentially when you move the ball further forward, just close that stance a little bit. That'll let you swing a bit more from the inside and then get you hitting up with a nice neutral path. So now if I build a little bit of that into the setup, should see a slightly different shape. Very, very straight. And again, we can see 103 club head speed, up 4.6 degrees, and now 252 carry and 272. So I'm currently using my Titleist TSR2, but like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to give away one driver on YouTube for you subscribers. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed yet, hurry up, because in 2 weeks I'm going to make the draw. And all I need you to do is make sure you've subscribed to the channel. I need you to comment, I need to like the video, and I need to let you tell me which model from which manufacturer you want. I'll put the rest T's and C's in the description, but it's that simple. And if you want one of the new drivers, and they're all fantastic, different reviews will say different ones are better, but hopefully you know which one you want and you haven't been out yet. But do what I said and you're in the draw for a nice new driver for 2023. So once I'm there and I know I'm hitting up, I know I'm nice and efficient, then if I can then feel that if I'm being super efficient there, potentially, can I pick up a bit of club head speed? Now I'm still going to be a lot slower than last year, so it's still very much, I'm swinging slower than I used to, but can I start sneaking that yardage out? So a little feel for me, and try this can be great for some golfers. On the way back, instead of getting into that position, we want to feel that that hip's going to turn more, that lead heel comes up, and let that knee go behind the ball more. And then from there, you're going to stamp that foot down and allow you to swing as quickly as you can through impact. So I've made the adjustments at setup. Let's go for it. So not flushed, but we can see all of a sudden just under 106 mile an hour club head speed. Still 4.4 degrees up. Carried down at 246, but we can see that was all down to not striking that one quite as well. And remember, a little bit more speed doesn't mean less control, just means not practiced, not used to swinging at that speed. So again, I'm going to set myself up, go for that, and then really feel I stamp that foot, use the ground a bit more. And again, not flushed, but 105, hitting up 4.8 degrees. Spin rate low, 255 carry, and 282 total. Now, the holy grail. For me, long term is hitting it 300 through the air. But can I get one out at 300 total? It's a challenge, isn't it, when I'm only 282. But I need 108 club speed with a good strike. So can we have a little practice swing? That definitely feels quick. Definitely feels quicker than the shot. And if you've watched my videos, you'll know why. Because on the practice swing, I'm not trying to make contact with anything. Because maybe at the moment the ball's a little bit of an influence. So I'm going to try and just make the best move I can. Get that setup correct. And then try and generate some speed. Let's see, 2 shots to get to 300 yards. Felt solid. 106 club speed, 155 ball speed, hitting up 4.8, 262 carry, and 285. Now, that was good as well, wasn't it, compared to that first one? But one last one. Got to go for speed. All about speed for me, this one. Can I get it going? Can I get 300 yards? Am I using the wrong driver? Should I maybe be treating myself to a new one? The Titleist is good. I haven't put them head to head yet, but this is perfect for me. But I need to do my end of the bargain better. So one final one. Are we going to get 300 yards? Felt good. 106 mile an hour club speed, 157 ball speed, hitting up 4.8 degrees, 267 carry, and 291 total. So it's a fail. Didn't get my 300 yards, but the good news is you're still in with a chance. So if you can't remember how to enter, scroll back and re-watch. But thank you again for getting me to 100,000 subs. Next stop is a gold one of those at 1 million. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, I need you and all your friends doing it. But enter, somebody will find out very, very soon who's going to win a new driver as a little thank you from me.